I woke up, I went back to take a nap, which is unusual for me because I don't sleep in the daytime. I did sleep last night, but I woke up on the right side of my head. It's like right here. I could feel it right there. Not a headache again, but if you press it, painful, it's sore spots all over. Now, this could be as a result of things that they put there before and then they're activating it from the outside. Heaven forbid it's pieces of metals. I don't know if it's pieces of metal or something metallic. Something that could possibly cause a serious problem for me should I go in an MRI machine. What is this now? It's a white, oh, brother, something else. There's a white spot right here on my lip. Shit. That wasn't there before. Anyway. So I was dreaming. There was a cell phone. The cell phone was at 14%. I don't know what they were doing. Because when you try to take a nap and they get quiet, it means that they're going to go foraging in your head via the technology of V2 neural linking, seeking something out. Now, if you are prophetic, the Bible speaks of seers and prophets. They could be misusing your gift that you were blessed with to find things, to seek things out that they shouldn't be. Now, this is where it gets tricky for me because I'm wondering if I'm sinning as well by not protecting myself more. I don't know how to do this. This is technology. I don't know how to do it. One of them is saying maybe I should just cut my head off because the thought was there. They want to encourage that. It's a tall Caucasian woman. I should cut my head off. These people are sinners. I believe that there might be the general consensus is that they're right. People are right that they are Satanists and they just don't care. Now, at this point, what a Satanist is, in my book, in my opinion, is someone who's lost all hope. They've done so many wrong things that they feel or they believe that they can't find redemption, that there is no salvation. They are incapable of gaining favor with Almighty Creator ever again. Or for now, while the party is still rocking, they can't find favor because it's too sweet what they're doing. This neural linking is like being in a movie within your head where they are starring. And they can kick the shit out of you and beat the shit out of you, except to link to you, they're messing with your physical body and your physical head. They want to go to a make believe heaven today. It'll cause them to use certain types of technologies, certain type of drugs, certain type of mindset. You got to go through the whole spiel for that. To go through to get into hell, to see what hellfire and the 7 layers of hell, or how many layers to common belief or misconception. I don't know how many layers there are. However, these things are, they just get you in the mindset. They grease you up like a pig, basically, butter you up. But the day's chores, the day's programming to get you in that mindset. Anytime you go to sleep, and if they're pretty rowdy and they're quiet, know that it's like they're napping with you, which means they're digging in your head. I did see an African American young man, maybe like 16, 17. Has a round face. He had a hat on, like two. I saw him up there, and like, but it was like I don't know what it was, like a puzzle piece, and his face was there. I saw something earlier with somebody laying under a side of a house on the ground, and the person was African American again. So I'm not sure what that is or what that means. I just hope that these people are not doing this and then they're trying to kill people or trying to lure me into saying things after they've killed people. I'm not sure. As to proving whether this technology is real or not, that's not something that I'm going to be worried about because I know that it does exist. And I'm going to call into question these people. If they try to set me up, that is. The DA, when I was living in Oklahoma, the DA, the assistant DA, they found child pornography on his phone, on his computer. Pictures of child pornography. Now, I'm sure he must have investigated cases where they had to look at these things. I personally don't see it. You're looking at a picture of a naked child or something. I don't see what the allure is for a pedophile. And they would keep it on their work computer. That part I don't understand. However, unless they get set up, maybe the DA was starting to see a pattern of cases that came on before his desk, that something was wrong and it had to do with gang stalking. He was starting to look at things in a certain way, and maybe it didn't come to the forefront of his mind, the words gang stalking, or maybe it had, but he didn't. He was like laughing it off. But back of his subconscious mind, they had the technology. The DA would be somebody they would be foraging in his head to make sure he stay out of their arena. They would be foraging. These people are losers. That's one thing that would be foraging in his head to make sure he stays on their side, or he's far away as possible from believing gang stalking is even real. There's a group of people targeting you. I don't know how we can use different terminology, but it does exist. It does exist. However, however this may be, this is not going to be quite swept under the rug. It's going to come out. They can't kill all of us without people becoming aware. If that's the case, then some other foreign country need to step in and help and ask them, U.S. government, Mr. President, Mrs. President, Mr. Councilman, what are you doing? What do you intend to do about your citizens, these X, Y, and Z that just seem to have disappeared after they claimed they were being gang stalked? We've been watching you. What do you intend to do? I don't know if they have jurisdiction. So if that's the case, I don't know. But I was thinking one thing about gang stalking is these people will look at a human body, and from past experience, they know if they do A, B, and C, the body is going to become, the whole life, including the body, is going to become a different person, a different scenario, a different state of being, different standard of living, a different standard of physical existence and physical health. Every day. Every single day. Because if they come into your home or they spray one spray in your home, they've brought you closer to death's door. They've brought you closer, your organs closer to failing. Before every spray, they can make a difference in your life. They can make a profound difference in your life. Before every breaking in your home, they can make a profound difference in that human's life by not doing this. By talking themselves out of it. By saying, well, whatever this is, I've had enough. This person has had enough. Just by being kind or decent just for one brief moment to let God shine through. Every day they're faced with this dilemma, as it were, as to whether I should alter this person's life permanently, shorten their lifespan, make their lives more difficult. And every day they fail because they do ABC. The very things that they shouldn't do. As human beings, they fail. What are your thoughts? Let me know.